back again. So this time is with one of my good friends for all the way from Toronto. So hey,
Hey,
Amir, it's nice to talk to you. It's been great to see you. It's
it's
been
been
a few
great,
months.
man. It's great. It's been great. We've been talking about this, doing it for a very long time, but finally we got here,
That's how it usually is. We just kick the can down the road until it finally works out.
eh?
I mean, this is my
Yeah,
favorite time of the year. There's cricket happening like 24/7. I mean, when it's December, there's going to be like test series, ODI series all over the world. I mean, we
oh
love it.
yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to the T20 World Cup that's coming
That's
up
in like
in Feb.
4 months, 3 months.
Yeah, it's like in February, like it's just around the
hmm
corner.
hmm
I think like they got pretty much good groups set up. They announced the schedule like I believe like a week ago or so.
hmm Yeah,
So
once again, India and Pakistan in the same group, and I
I
think South
know,
Africa,
right?
New Zealand, and Afghanistan, they're all in the same group as well. That's going to be the group of death. I think two out of those
I
three will make it.
I don't know. I feel like they're doing it too much, the India Pakistan thing. I feel
hmm
like they need to cut it out. They need to
hmm
like still keep it alive, like it's not there's like every ICC event that happens, there's like India Pakistan. You're like, no, you gotta make it a little interesting.
hmm I mean, I feel like an India-Pakistan game, if it's like in the knockout stage, that would be a lot more
Oh, that's
watchable.
yeah.
Like
Where it's
versus if
like
it's
both
like
teams,
forced to happen in the group stage, right?
both teams, and it's like they earned it, not like it's
Yeah.
fixed.
hmm
Yeah, but I guess that's how ICC is, and they gotta make money too.
hmm I
But
mean, yeah, India-Pakistan matches always generate like lots of
oh,
fan turnout. It's always a full
oh,
house.
I believe one game they said they mentioned it was like 1 billion people watched it around the world.
Yeah. Was it last year's cup?
No, I
Also,
don't think it was last year. I think it was some other. It was a World Cup somewhere, and
hmm
1 billion people watched. That's crazy.
I know, unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it's been a nice, well, it's been quite the eventful last couple of weeks of Test cricket. I mean,
Crazy.
starting off South Africa, they achieved the unthinkable 2-0 against India in
Isn't
India. That's like
isn't this their
unprecedented.
first time winning series in India?
Um, I
I
don't
believe
believe
it
it is.
is.
I think like 3 decades back. I think Hansi Cronje's team, but that was before I was born. So I wouldn't. Well,
Hmm.
first time in my lifetime. So.
Yeah, like first time I'm seeing that, India, especially like India doing in test matches, they're doing this bad. But
hmm
then you gotta understand, they're rebuilding their team too.
hmm
Like,
But at
cause
the
like
same time, like
Rohit
if
is
you look at,
gone, Kohli's
yeah.
gone, so you gotta understand that rebuild, process, a process. It takes time.
hmm But having said that, though, what an effort from South Africa! Like literally, all their guys had their good moments throughout the
Oh,
series.
definitely. You can't take that away from them because like they worked hard for it. They came prepared. They ticked every box that you could think of.
hmm
When teams come to India, they're basically you're thinking about it as that they're gonna win, but then at the end, India is gonna win because it's home ground. It's like
hmm
nobody can come into your castle and beat you. That's
Exactly.
how everybody thought. But South Africa, New Zealand, I guess they proved it wrong. But again, I still go back to it that India is still rebuilding.
hmm
You
I
know,
mean, it's
so
been
you
quite the
gotta
year for the South Africans. I mean, won the World Test Championship final, and now this Test series. That's massive.
yeah. But if under their new captain, I think he's a great
hmm
leader.
hmm
The way he built that squad and he got the guys to play the game of cricket the way he wants them to play, and I
hmm
think that's good to see after like what a very long time.
hmm
Because with South Africa, like yeah, you count them as chokers, but
Yeah.
they go to like certain event, they'll be like very undefeated, and then be like a knockout stage or some random team might come and just beat them,
hmm
and then that team like from what for example, in 2009 World Cup T20, South Africa was like unbeaten until the semifinal, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's where I think this guy he can change that.
hmm And if we look
You
at the
know?
first test, that 55 he hit in the second innings, I mean, it
Yeah,
didn't look like much, but on that ground in those conditions, that was a
it,
pretty big knock. I mean, it
yeah,
took the lead beyond 130. and turns out that was just about enough.
Mm.
They got bowled out for 93, and some of the guys played some poor shots, but at the same time,
Also, I
yeah,
think they prepared well for it too, because before that, don't forget they were on a tour to Pakistan,
yeah,
where conditions are similar,
hmm
right? So they prepared well for the series. That they went to other place in South Asia, and they made sure that they get their main guys to play that series. And when it comes to India, their guys are already match prepared,
right. I mean,
and they
speaking of
thought
the
well.
Pakistan tour, what would you say? What would you say went right for Pakistan during that
Which
series?
which South Africa,
Yeah, like just before the series.
I feel like they brought back a couple of the guys and they give chances, and then like other like new guys who came in, and then also what their mindset, the way how India had the mindset that prepared spinning pitches, and I think that really helped them. And then they
Hmm
already know where they're playing their test matches.
Right.
They know that they're gonna play in Lahore, they're gonna play in Multan, they're gonna play in Karachi,
hmm
right? Or Pindi, you could
Yeah.
add one in there. And then they already know that these are the stadiums, the places, arenas that they're gonna play. So they already are familiar with those conditions.
hmm
And I feel like that really helped them.
hmm I
You
think
know,
one of the
like
surprises was Asif Afridi. He's 38 and he made his test debut, if you could believe it, right? And he took
he shot
what,
well
6 wickets?
there.
Yeah.
If you look at it, I mean, yeah, I guess they picked the right guys too. You could say that they picked the
hmm
right guys to do the right job, and that's what I'm saying. They knew that pitches that they're preparing is spinning friendly pitches.
hmm
So that's why they picked the right guys, they picked the right squad, and it was like what, a tie, 1-1.
Yeah, one apiece. Yep.
Yeah. So good for them. At least like, because you can't take them out of the cricket because you need you need them there. You can't. It was like before. It's like right now. It's India, Australia, and what, England for test.
hmm
Right. These three houses you think about when it comes to like test matches. But
Right.
then now you got South Africa,
Yeah.
who's in there. New
hmm
Zealand is in there, right? And then
Yeah.
sixth is like Pakistan, who are there, but who are technically still got a lot of work to do.
hmm
Like in terms of like getting the right batsman, right? Like away matches. Let's see how they do. So, but I feel like that their captain right now in Test match is a good guy. I feel like they got the right guy in place.
Sean Masood.
Yeah.
hmm
I
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Babar Azam, he was the captain, and Mohammad
hmm
Rizwan was the captain. But I feel like you need to be able to inspire the guys, and I feel like Sean has that more ability to do
hmm
that. Other than Babar Azam or Mohammad Rizwan.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if I take Babar Azam as an example, like as of late,
Mm.
he was pretty light on runs, but he finally made that ODI century. Like I think was it a few weeks back? So that was
Yeah,
nice
no,
to see. Yeah.
he's working hard, right? He's working
hmm
hard on his fitness. He's working hard getting back into like making runs for Pakistan. It's good for them that at least they need him. Like he's their star batsman, and he
hmm
also draws a lot of crowd.
True.
Right,
I
like
think.
their fan base is based on that.
Did you see that press conference with Quentin de Kock? He was
Oh
asked about the crowd. He was like, clearly the crowd in Pakistan, they love cricket and they love
yeah,
Babar.
they love Baba. They go crazy for him. Like
Just like
I
our
was
Indian
just
crowds go for
watching
Kohli.
his
Yeah.
interview with Kevin Peterson on KP's new YouTube channel.
Oh, I don't think I have. Maybe I
You
should.
should check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
hmm
And the way he was talking about, how he's working hard on his fitness, he's looking good, he's scoring runs, and then he went back to the basics. He went to his original coaches, the ones that brought made Babar Azam, you could say, you know.
hmm
and I think that's good to do. You know, if you're not scoring run, go back to your basics.
Yeah. And I
You know,
think at the end of the year, he's going to go to Australia. He's going to play the Big Bash League. So I think that should be a good
I
experience
think
for
that
him as
isn't that
well.
that's in January. You know, that's like
Oh,
in
December, January. Yeah.
yeah, that's like around the corner, I guess.
Hmm.
But I think he still needs the improvement, like you know, in T20 when it comes to like
Hmm.
rotating strikes and everything. I feel like that's Pakistan's biggest problem.
Yeah, I would
Like
agree.
these guys, they're talented guys, like
Hmm.
no doubt, you know. But when it comes to like rotating strike, reading the game, I feel like they're lacking behind on that,
Hmm.
and they need to really either get somebody in who can do a better job or get teach these guys,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, usually at least according to me, like when it co I think a big chase, like 200 plus, is a good indicator of like the capability ceilings of some of the batters. Like if you
Yeah,
take like Kohli or like an AB de Villiers in his prime, for example, like he could blow away even the strongest of attacks in a chase of like 200 plus.
oh
But
definitely.
can the likes of maybe Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam do the same? I think there is some work to do there.
I don't think they can because you know you gotta be honest, they're not to that ability, right?
Hmm.
That they can single handedly win the game. Yeah, you know, they can support, they can be the sport guys who, you know, help other guys as well score
Hmm.
runs. And then at the end of the day, you gotta look at this way: cricket is a team play,
Yeah.
so work as a team, right?
I mean, your individual brilliance, it only goes so far. Like ultimately, everybody has to come to the party.
No, I'm saying
And
like you know, as in like
yeah,
single handedly changing a game.
yeah,
It's like there's a couple of guys who can do that, but I don't
hmm,
see Babar Azam or Mohammad Rizwan doing that. So
hmm,
like I haven't seen it so far.
yeah. I mean, speaking of a team effort, like if we go back to India, South Africa, even if we look at this the second test, like several guys put their hands up there. Like I was
Oh yeah,
watching the second day. Muthusamy hit a century, his first in Test cricket. And Marco
amazing.
Jansen, he was effortlessly hitting sixes and fours all around the ground.
Oh yeah.
All the Indian bowlers got punishment, you know?
I feel like you know the bowling lineup was a good lineup
Hmm.
that India had. Like it was a really good one, but it was the batting that really let them down.
Hmm.
Like the batting wise, you know, they they couldn't get like the guys that they had trusted with. They couldn't put the scores on the board,
Hmm.
and it could be a rough patch, or it could be that these guys don't have that experience, right?
I mean, and plus some of these guys were playing like T20 shots in Test cricket. Like you could take a little time to get your eyes in.
Mm.
There's no like rush.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you know, there's only one guy K.R. Rahul, who has played about like plus 200 right matches, you could say
Yeah,
overall,
yeah,
right?
across formats. Yeah.
Across format, right? And
Oh, you're cutting out. We good? Yep. Okay.
sorry about that. You
Okay.
can hear
I
me?
missed like the second half of what you said. So let's continue from there.
Oh, okay. So basically, I'm saying like you know like these guys they need a role model. They needed like somebody who's experienced, who's there with them to lead them forward. Because these
Hmm.
guys only have played what mostly T20 cricket,
Yeah.
and when it comes to like test match, you need a guy who's experienced guy. Like there's no Rohit, there's no Kohli. Who else is left? Only one guy. And then Shuman Gill, he got injured unfortunately, so
Yeah.
he couldn't really, you know, they had nobody to rely on. And Rishabh Pant, I don't know to be honest with you, like you know he's a he'll give you one day he'll score a run, a century, and that's it. Here and there. He's not reliable. I wouldn't bet my life if it was based on, I would not bet him to bat for me. No.
I mean, I think he's the kind of guy who just like thrives on like bringing the entertainment factor.
Yeah,
Like even when
that's
he's like
it.
hitting boundaries, like he plays like some weird shots. Um,
Yeah.
the one time in the England series when that didn't come off, like he that actually broke his foot. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember where he got injured. Yes, definitely. But that's what I'm saying. Like it's like a new team, so yeah, you can criticize the way they went about it, right?
Hmm.
People can look at it that way, or you can look at it and say that no, wait a minute, these guys haven't even played more than 10 test matches, most of
Hmm.
them. So, let them give them a chance,
Yeah,
right? I know in South Asian countries, we're very quick to judge. We're
yeah.
very like, we're like, oh yeah, yeah, no, no, we gotta cut these out. We gotta no, these guys are gone. But I feel
Hmm.
like there's a great talent, like like in all those guys, they're very talented guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a lot of subcontinent fans are like so results oriented. Like the minute something goes wrong, they're like, "Oh,
Oh yeah,
it's time to change things." Like
right
the
away.
next game.
Yeah, and that's the sad part.
I mean, now that I look at the scorecard, like 408 runs was the margin of defeat in the second game. Like that is very demoralizing, and it was like a big egg in the face moment for Gautam Gambhir, like during his press conference.
I mean, to be honest, that guy, I don't know what he's thinking.
Yeah.
He thinks that you know Indian cricket owes him or something. Nobody owes him anything, and I feel like they need to like be like, hey buddy, either get us the right selection, because he has a lot to do with that. There's been talks like before, where he had like disagreement with likes of Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma,
Hmm.
that he didn't like certain players and he don't want them in there, and you're like, no, you gotta think about what's good for the team.
Yeah. I feel like he has a big chip on his shoulder. Like I've listened to some of his press conferences. Like even
Mm.
after the second test, he was like, under my leadership, India won the Asia Cup and the Champions Trophy.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't take too much credit if I were him. Like if we look at the Asia Cup, India was so much better than the other teams, and even the Champions
Hands down.
Trophy, and even the Champions Trophy, like they stayed in the UAE while the other teams had to split their time between both places. Like they had a leg up there as well.
Yeah, like when I feel like that's another side thing that's gonna happen in the World Cup too now. You know, in
Yeah,
the
that's
World Cup
true.
it's gonna be the same thing, and
Hmm.
that's disadvantage to like other teams who are coming to like to India to play, and they're gonna be playing in different venues. But at the end of the day, what can you do?
True. Plus,
But
I think another thing he has wrong is like he's trying to fit in multiple all rounders in the test side. I think it's a workable strategy for T20, but in test, like you got to back like seven specialist batters and then four specialist bowlers. That's usually a good formula to win games.
it's sad to see. I feel like what he's doing. He's trying to follow what Brendan McCullum did with England.
Yeah.
Like when you look at it and sit back and think about it, you're like, he's trying to do the same thing, but at the end, he's forgetting one thing, that this is, if you're playing at home, right?
Hmm.
India is known for what? Like all around the world in cricket, batting,
Hmm. Yeah.
right?
And spin.
Batting and spin, right?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna put out guys who are like all rounders and not a specialist, test batsman
Exactly.
in there. And in India, usually used to have like a depth, like you look, past teams. You look at number one, two, three, four, five, right? Up to five batters, all their average are above 40.
Yeah.
And when I looked at the average this time around, right? These guys are not even averaging like 30 plus, some
Hmm.
of them. Like it's like 30, 36, 37, around that. That's
I mean, the
that's
only two
easy.
exceptions are Jaiswal and Punt, but yeah, all the others, no.
Like even KR Rahul, his average is in 30s.
Yeah. 35.
Yeah, so you're like, I don't know what made him be in the team. There's like I'm pretty sure there's like better batsmen than him in India in like domestic right now, Ranji
Mhm,
Trophy, who are playing, and I feel like they should give it a try with those
mhm.
guys if
I
they're
mean,
building new
considering
team.
it, India's such a big country, the shortage of talent, that should never be an issue. Like they'll
No,
never have that issue at
no.
all.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what is he trying to prove, that what he's trying to show, that I wasn't, that India has no talent. I feel like that's cannot happen, especially with being the richest board in the
Mhm,
world. Okay, and they have invested a lot of money into these academies, into like these players, into
mhm.
these coaches, and the domestic cricket, right, which has helped India over time. It's their
Yeah.
backbone.
Mhm.
India will never run out of, like, batsmen. Forget
Exactly.
about bowlers, okay? Batsmen, they will never run out of. It's like,
Mhm.
they say for Pakistan, like that, oh, you pick up a rock and you find a fast bowler. For India, it's the same thing. You pick up a rock, you'll find a batsman
Or a spinner.
or a spinner. But
Yeah.
batsman is always there.
Mhm,
And that's why it was sad to see this test series, even the New Zealand series that happened,
mhm.
that it was not the result. And then but then also there's another factor that Virat Kohli pointed out, like in 2015,
Yeah.
that you need to have designated test arenas.
Mhm,
Okay, you shouldn't be playing all over, right? When you go to England, you're gonna be playing at Lords, you're gonna be
mhm.
playing at like all those other stadiums.
Yeah.
In India, it's like, oh, maybe you're gonna be playing in like, Ahmedabad. You're gonna be playing in like New Delhi, like around India, and that
Mhm.
shouldn't be the case. They
Yeah.
should have, like, okay, these are our stadiums which we're gonna play our test matches,
Yeah.
regardless of what,
Yeah.
whichever team it is, and
Mhm.
that's where I think they need to think about it too.
Yeah, I think standardizing test venues would be a good thing. Like
Yeah,
if we look at the second test, that was in Guwahati, and and that venue has never hosted a test match before.
and it was empty too.
I mean, from like day two onwards.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, but like that's usually never happens.
Hmm.
And I was like, they're playing like what, with no people around? Like you're like, that's not India. That's no. That you could say about, like, that you could say about Pakistan, if there's test matches, they usually have empty stadiums.
Hmm. But I
Like
think
there's
like
no
by day three, like I bet the fans were like, we've had enough of this. Is it really worth
probably.
watching this test match?
Right,
Right?
yeah, it could be a message too.
Yeah.
Could be a messenger, that, hey, listen, put up a better team in the ground, put up a better performance, and we'll come and watch and we'll come and support you.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, if like even if we look at like New Zealand last year.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the pitches there, I think it's a clear wake-up call that if you prepare, like, extreme turners, it's gonna bring the opposition spinners into the equation as well, and it doesn't matter how good they are because 'cause they'll get help from the pitch.
Mm. Yeah, it's just not. But then, there's also our argument there too, that the fact that if you do standardize the arenas, right,
Yeah.
it's a disadvantage. Like, it means that you are saying that you're only good enough to play in these arenas.
That's true, but then again, like, it'll make it more organized.
It will make it organized. That's for sure. But
Mhm,
and on top of that, it's like home advantage.
mhm.
A lot of players will know what kind of pitches will be prepared, what kind of conditions they'll have to face.
I mean, you could still surprise them with slightly different pitches or conditions at the same venue,
Yeah,
right?
true.
Mhm.
And I mean, like every other test nation does that, anyways.
Yeah.
Like already, it's like everywhere you go to Australia, you go to England, you go to South Africa, you go to Pakistan, you go to Sri Lanka. It's the same thing,
Mhm.
and no different at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now that you mention, like Brendan McCullum in England, I think it's a good time to segue to the Ashes. I mean, what
So
an
what a
entertaining
match, eh?
start. Yeah.
What a first match. It was. I loved every minute of it.
I mean,
I,
19 wickets fell on the first day.
that
19 wickets.
that's crazy. That was just crazy. I mean, you gotta give it to Mitchell Stark. You know,
Hmm.
he's a legend. He's up there.
Yeah. I mean, even in the absence of Cummins and Hazelwood, like the Aussies blew them away.
Yeah, but if you look at, I was reading somewhere that if you England, right, has not batted 40 overs in
In both innings.
in both innings, and it's a test match.
Hmm.
And that tells you that, hey, listen, it's not T20, it's test match.
Yeah.
Like, play the game the way it is supposed to be played. If you
Right.
don't, you're gonna get embarrassed.
Hmm.
For England, it was embarrassing. Like, especially the second inning, right? The way Travers he took them on, like, without any question. He's like, all right, I'm gonna treat it like T20. If you want to treat it like T20, I'll treat it like T20. I'll give you a taste of it. And he gave them a taste of it. The game that, how they wanted to play. England wants to play that game.
Hmm.
England wants that brand of cricket in test
Yeah.
matches, right?
Yeah.
But they couldn't do it. And
Hmm.
Australia is like, all right, well, sit back, relax, we'll show it to you.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly stated. I
Yeah.
mean, I was gonna ask you, like, what do you make of baseball and the whole thing?
Uh, Sorry, I couldn't understand your question.
Baseball, like England's like super aggressive approach with the
Oh, yeah,
bat.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's too much. Like, I feel like they need to, like, tone it down. Some situation you gotta play according to the game. You can't just be out there swinging the bat, right? You're
Hmm.
taking away, like, the core of test match.
Hmm.
Test match is like is supposed to go on. Like, you're supposed to build your inning, and it's like a battle.
Hmm.
I felt like Russell Crowe over there, the way he describes test match was like pretty great. When he was asked on a podcast what he thinks about 5 days, and he's like, "No, I think it's a battle." He's
Yeah.
like, "I think it's like you know two teams, two countries facing each other, and they have 5 days to defeat each other, and now it's a ball by ball. Your strategy changes.
Hmm.
What are you gonna do if the batter is set? What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna still go with your fast attack, or are you gonna bring your spin, or are you gonna change your field around, right?
Hmm.
And I feel like if you're gonna do that with just go out there and swing, you're not gonna show that. You're not gonna stay true to test cricket.
Hmm.
Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong though. Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, make it entertaining
Yeah.
for sure, right? But do it when it's like when you know you're gonna be in the cruising seat.
Hmm.
How Australia knew,
Yeah.
right? Australia's all right. We got this in the bag. They're like, wrap it up,
Hmm.
and they did.
Exactly. I mean, I was gonna say, like, when it comes to professional sport, like your objective first and foremost is win the game first,
Yes,
and then at a very distant second comes like bringing the entertainment factor.
exactly. But then at the end of the day, you are an entertainer,
Yeah.
right? As a character, as any sportsman, you are an entertainer,
Hmm.
right? There's no question about it.
Yeah.
So yes, you need to bring that entertainment factor into it, and I feel like Test cricket does need that. That you need to keep Test cricket alive, and you need entertainment in there, right?
Hmm.
So if that's the way you think it will bring more people to watch cricket, by all means.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, do read the game,
Yep.
right? Do understand that, okay, this is not the time that I need to, like, go all out. Build your innings, build the
Yep.
match, get them in a corner, and then attack.
Hmm.
They
Yeah, I was gonna
didn't.
say, like, when it comes to entertainment factor, as much as we like enjoy watching like the England batting lineup when they're in full flow, like I
Yeah,
think even watching like Pujara hold the fort, or like Dean Elgar play the long innings, or like another name that comes to mind, maybe like Sri Lanka's like Dimut Karnarate, the opener who retired last year. I mean,
yeah,
those are all like classic Test cricketers. They could soak up 200 plus deliveries, score like 70 or 80 runs. but more
Yeah,
importantly, they knew how to play the long game.
exactly. But I feel like that's going out of the game. But I it's in a way it's good though. But at the same time, you also need to like the way England went about the first match is like they wanted to just go all out.
Hmm.
They wanted to like go guns blazing,
Hmm.
and that really cost them the whole game.
I mean,
Like
the thing I find in common between these two series, like India, South Africa, and the Ashes, is, I mean, the teams that lost so far, they got taught their own game. They lost their own game.
mm,
Like, like if you look at South Africa, it was Simon Harmer, the off spinner, who
yeah,
took, was it 17 wickets in
yeah.
total both games, and even Keshav Maharaj was not bad as well. I mean,
Oh, and
they outspun the Indian spinners, and
yeah,
similarly,
that's what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah.
They came prepared, right? They came prepared. They're like, oh, this is what we're gonna be facing. Spins. They brought two spinners,
Hmm.
right, to the tour with them.
Well, three if we count Muthusami as well.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
right. Three spinners all
yeah,
together with them,
yeah.
like actual spinners,
Hmm.
not part timers.
Yeah.
So they were came prepared. Same with Australia. They were prepared for what they have to face with England,
Hmm.
right? They were like, oh, okay, well, this is what England is bringing, and we gotta be prepared for it. But at the same time, we also need to show them that hey, listen, we're good enough to do this as well,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
And that's what they did. And with missing their key players,
Hmm.
England, you
Yeah.
know,
And even South Africa, they didn't have Rabada.
yeah.
Like Rabada didn't play either game.
But I feel like Rabada didn't need to play on those pitches.
Well, that's true too.
Right? He didn't need it real. It's like waste. What's fastballer gonna do on the spinning pitches?
I mean, maybe he could have played game two if he was fit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. But I feel like that's another factor. And then good thing for them that they gave him a rest. Let him recover and come strong for like the World Cup and all
Hmm.
those kind of things. You gotta look at that way too. Workload that they're
Yeah.
managing, so it's a good thing.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't believe South Africa chose him for the upcoming ODIs against India, and I don't think he's in the T20 team either. So I think workload management, that's very key. I mean, I think India is starting to learn about that when it comes to Jasprit Bumrah.
Oh
Like,
man, I
yeah.
feel like they're using him way too much.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like they need to like, give him a little bit of rest at in certain parts time. Like, certain matches, they need to just be like, okay, you know what, we have other players who are good enough to do what he does.
Hmm.
To be honest, no, right? Just
Hmm.
Bumrah is Bumrah, like,
Yeah.
is a great talent.
Hmm.
And if you look at it that way, like, yes, but then you need to be prepared, right? What tomorrow, he's not gonna be there forever.
Yeah.
So you need to be prepared. You need to have a bench strength that could
Hmm.
replace him, that could take his place. But
Yeah.
in T20 and ODIs, they do have a solid team, India.
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
mean,
a
as much as
solid
they're
team.
struggling in the longer format, they're actually in very good shape in the short
Yeah.
formats.
Like they got a good bowling lineup, they got a good batting lineup, they got good finishers.
Yeah.
Everything's there.
I mean, Abhishek Sharma, what a guy. I mean,
Oh yeah. Great talent.
effortlessly hitting fours and sixes everywhere,
Yeah. I
as
mean
we
he
saw in the
worked
Asia Cup.
I heard didn't he work with Yuvraj Singh,
I think so, yeah.
right? I mean six
I mean, they're both from the
hitting
same
machine.
state, right? Punjab.
Yeah,
So,
six hitting machine,
hmm.
Raj Singh himself. So
Hmm.
if you have a great mentor like him, and you're definitely you're gonna be a great talent.
Hmm. I mean, the ironic part is like when Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli decided to stop playing T20s, India's T20 side got so much better when the new youngsters came in.
It's always one or the other, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes like the team goes down. Sometimes it's like, oh, all right. And but let's not forget that yes, they're new guys. There might be ups and downs, and but they're very good, limited over players right now.
Hmm.
They got that covered. Like you can't beat them. I mean, you can beat them with some with some teams, right? they have like on paper. I'm saying, but
Yeah.
India right now is still like in limited over. I would count them as the favorite
Hmm.
in any ICC event.
Hmm.
Like they're definitely number one for me.
Hmm. I mean, even Australia are not that far behind. I mean, even their T20 team is getting up there.
No, it is, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
World Cup is gonna be in India.
Yeah. Home advantage. Yep.
Home advantage is all there for them. It's like their
Hmm.
World Cup. It's their cup
Hmm.
if they take it.
I mean, gotta put in the hard yards and perform.
Yeah,
But yeah.
it's still a couple of
Yeah.
months away, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what, 2 months away? Yeah,
2 months. Yeah, a little over 2 months away. Yeah.
yeah. So,
I was
but
gonna say
actually,
like,
I'm looking forward to the next match. Like I think England will bounce back. Like
how
with the
sure do you
talent,
feel like in terms of percent?
I would say 60%.
Okay.
You know, I do feel it that they're gonna bounce back.
Hmm.
And the reason why I think they will bounce back is because they have that talent as well. You know, like they
Hmm.
got Giroud, they got Ben Stoke, they got Joffer Archer.
Hmm.
You know, they got the balling lineup covered.
Yeah.
And then, it's like now it's just time to like, okay, you know what? That method didn't work the way we wanted to come and just guns blazing. Let's slow it down and
Yeah.
let's take this as old fashioned test match and make it boring. Like I
Hmm.
remember one time I was playing a game, right? And I was playing it was a 50 over game, and a lot of our players got out. It was like five down or something, and then I came in, and then there was another guy, and I was like pretty, bad form going on. Like I think I had like five, 6, and 7 runs in like
Okay.
last four matches, and then I came in. I was like, "Yo, let's make the game boring." To like the other guy, I was like, "Let's make." He's like, "How?" I'm like, "Block, I defend it." I'm like, let's make the game boring because right now they think they have the upper hand and they're energized and they're gonna try everything they got to get us out.
Hmm.
If we make the game boring, we might have a chance.
Yeah.
You know, like
I
yeah,
mean, I was gonna say
sometimes.
like, yeah, if we look at the England squad, they do have the bowling lineup to pick up 20 wickets. There's no question there.
Oh yeah,
Just the batting unit, they make a few too many stupid decisions a little too often. Yeah.
way too often.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's what I'm saying. They need to slow the game down a little.
Hmm.
They need to like rethink that. Okay, you know what? We're playing in Australia against Australia, who are very competitive when it
Hmm.
comes to test matches or any other, right?
Right.
Australians, they're very competitive,
Hmm.
and they'll match you the way you're playing your game.
Hmm.
It's not a walk in the park.
Hmm.
You have to you have to beat them. The You have to outplay them.
Yeah.
And the only way to do that, I feel like they can't just go gun blazing with Australia.
Yeah.
And then Australian are probably gonna have their full squad next match.
Well, they have the exact same squad from the first game. So Cummins is still recovering. He's not yet there, and it was
Oh,
confirmed Hazelwood is not able to play next game. So even he's
oh,
recovering too. So same everybody.
uh, well, I hope they get Khwaja to open.
Yeah, I think he's had enough time to recover. He will open the batting. He should be able to.
Then wasn't it that he didn't play because he got timed out or something that he couldn't open?
Yeah, I think during the first innings he spent a little too much time off the field. And I think
Yeah,
they have a rule like if you spend that much time off the field and you're an opening batter, you can't open the batting.
yeah.
So and I think he had like a minor like back injury this during the second inning. So
Oh,
he didn't,
okay.
he didn't get a chance to bat.
Uh, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I hope he's fully recovered and he gets
Hmm.
to, because I feel like if he gets going, Australia is much more dangerous than,
Yep.
with him, Steve Smith, and all those guys. Oh, he's a full Australian danger side.
Hmm.
Like, there's no room there. Weakness, if you look for weakness, it's gonna be tough
Yeah.
to find that weakness.
Hmm.
But then England also has the same thing, right? England, yeah, it was their first test back in Australia, so you gotta give them a doubt there that it was their first match that they were playing, right?
Yeah.
and getting used to the conditions. So now that they've been there for like what few weeks, so probably got used to it. Probably had like a couple of matches, practice matches and whatnot. So
Hmm.
it should help them. That's why I have them at 60% for next test match.
Okay.
You
Hmm.
know, I do feel like Giroud got a century in there.
Hmm. I mean, you can't keep a guy of his quality away from big runs for too long. I mean, just like the same things we say about Coley,
Yeah,
right? Or Smith.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's room. I feel like Giroud. I honestly, is when he gets going, is such a class to
Hmm.
watch. He's a class batsman.
I mean, especially that cover drive, so easy on the eye. Like
Yeah,
I could watch that over and over again.
yeah. And that I wish he does score. Big in
Hmm.
the next match. It will make it interesting. Like the Ashes, it will make it a lot more interesting.
Hmm.
Like yeah, don't I what happened last match? Great match, great entertainment, right? But I still want to see that fight.
Yeah.
That fight was not there from England,
Hmm. I was
and
going to add one more thing about Usman Khawaja. So
yeah,
I think he's going to be 39. So I think this could virtually be his last Test series. So he should be able to make it count. I think 2022 and 2023, those 2 years he was unstoppable.
with they're saying how the selectors in Australia already have started looking for his replacement.
Hmm.
From what I have read on the news and all that, right? They
Hmm.
say that there's a couple of guys, one, two or three guys who have played very well in the Shield cricket,
Yeah. Yeah.
and who are ready to take his place. And I'm like, hey, for sure, because he's 39, and probably his last series.
Hmm. I mean,
Mhm.
one thing I noticed about Australia is they always have their way of figuring things out. I mean, even if we look at the Champions Trophy, they had like literally their entire fast bowling attack was not there. No Hazelwood,
Yeah, but they still
no
managed it.
Stark, and they still made the semis.
That's Australia is always up there.
Hmm.
You can't never count them out.
And even in that semifinal match, they gave India a pretty good run for their money. I mean, I know they lost, but it
Yeah,
was still a good game. Yeah.
and then they had to travel too.
Hmm.
You know, they were traveling from Pakistan to Dubai,
Dubai. Yeah.
right? Where they were playing them, jet lag and everything. It takes a toll.
Hmm.
And India was well rested. And I'm not taking away from India, but you
Yeah.
know,
I mean, just
still,
looking at the facts. Yeah.
yeah, just still, they played well. But at the end of the day, Australia was touring from a different part and traveling in and playing that game. So,
Yeah, it's very true.
but
I was
still,
going to
like
ask.
it was a good Champions Trophy match though.
Hmm.
Like definitely a good entertainment. Like I feel like any event that happens in South Asia for ICC, they
Yeah.
always turn out to be good.
Hmm.
Maybe it's, like the way how it is, the environment and everything,
Yeah.
like is that makes it a lot more interesting.
True. Yeah. I mean, there's like quite a bit of variety in conditions. I mean, I know it's a little spin friendly, but you'll get like a good variety of matches. Like you may get your high scoring games. You also
Yeah.
get your like your low scoring games. Like you know, uh, team A bats versus scores 250, and team B finds it tricky to chase it down. I mean,
And
I enjoyed
then
those games better than the high scorers.
and then you also are getting like what there's like now with Afghanistan, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and India, five teams,
Hmm.
right? Four teams all together,
Yeah.
right? No, five, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, five teams all
Yeah.
together, right?
Hmm.
And all five, I feel like, especially three, okay? Three of them, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Like Afghanistan, I rate them number three, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Like they're coming up, up the ranks,
Hmm.
which I feel like Bangladesh really didn't, you know, click, didn't make it to all the way.
the way
Yeah.
Afghanistan is pushing that
Yeah.
forward. So it's good to see though.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I was gonna say like over the course of just 2 decades, Afghanistan have gone from like complete newcomers to
Yeah,
T20 World Cup semifinalists. Like that is a big deal.
I would love to see them play more test matches though.
I agree with that. Yeah. I mean,
Right.
now that the World Test Championship is going to include both Afghanistan, Ireland, and Zimbabwe, now the ICC is kind of obligated to give them more test matches as a result.
So with this new rule, is it like everybody has to play everybody? Wasn't it the same thing before?
No, I don't think so. Like each team gets allocated like a set number of series. I mean, there's always like one or two countries they don't play, they don't host or visit.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So like, I mean, you know what they should do is they should have an event like World Cup
for Test cricket.
for Test cricket.
I mean, the World Test Championship is kind of
Okay,
kind of something like
well,
that.
yeah, but like I'm saying, like pick a venue, pick a
Hmm.
country, and have that Test matches there. And if anything, shrink it to 3 days matches,
Yeah,
right?
that would be very interesting.
Do it 3 days. Have like shrink it from what is it now? Right now, it's like 90 days per day for the whole
Wait, what?
day. Isn't it
90
like
overs, 90
around
overs. Yeah,
90 overs, right? 90 overs for the whole day,
yeah.
right? And I feel like if they do like let's say 70 overs or something and they make that into a test match, I
Hmm.
feel like it will create a lot of hype. And it
Yeah,
will be like think about it, you know how baseball has it innings,
yeah. Nine
right?
innings. Yeah.
Through solid matches, I'm telling you. It'll
Hmm.
create more entertainment, more excitement into test match.
Hmm.
And they really need to do that. Like it'll create a lot more fan base.
True.
That test match which they're saying test format is dying out.
Hmm.
This like something like that. I'm not saying exactly what I'm saying, right? With
Hmm.
something like that, if they can do it, it will bring the life back into test match.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's kind of the reason how like T20 cricket came into existence, and
Yeah.
now there's like T20 leagues like everywhere in the world.
Now they're doing 10 overs matches. I'm like,
I
what the
know,
hell?
but I don't watch that though. It's not my jam. Like
Nah, it's like
yeah.
it's like taking away from the actual test cricket.
Hmm.
Like, what are you gonna do? Smash? Okay, sure, that's baseball. Then I might as well just go watch baseball, man. You know,
Yeah.
like 10 overs, like 20 over in total. I'm not. I would rather go watch baseball then at this point,
Hmm.
because at least it's gonna either a home run or whatever it is. Yeah, sure, I'll go watch that.
Hmm.
Like,
I was gonna
like
ask you like what's your prediction for the Ashes, like the end of series result?
okay, I still have Australia 3-2, bro.
3-2.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking Australia 4-1. I think
Australia 4-1.
yeah.
Come on, you can't write off England like that
Not writing them off, but I don't know. I feel a little more confident.
with
Australia
Australia
may, yeah, because
in Australia.
like my basis was India visited and they managed to. I mean, they lost 1-3, and I don't think this England side is that much better than the India side that visited for the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Was that 2 years ago?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but I still think that sometimes it takes few guys, not the whole team, but few
Hmm.
guys to just take a step and be like, no, we're gonna do this and we're gonna win it. And I have Ben Stokes, Root, and
Hmm.
Joffrey Archer. These three guys. I feel like those three guys you gotta watch out for.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
You know, those
Yeah.
three guys, they can change the game. I mean,
Hmm.
Brooks is not a bad guy too. Like he's good.
Yeah.
He showed potential last game.
Hmm.
If he gets, but then he has been around now, and I haven't really seen a performance like a wow type of performance from him.
I mean, he did make that triple century over in Pakistan, right? That was
Yeah, but that's Pakistan, man. Come on. What are you talking about? Like, I'm talking about against like, Australia, England, South Africa,
India
or India
as
too,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm talking
Hmm.
about these teams. Like Pakistan was like, in test matches, don't even you know, like let's not even like go there. Like, no, hey, listen, they got great guys who are playing, right? Like it
Yeah.
takes a lot, but I feel like they have a lot of systematic problem that they need to
Hmm.
work out, and they need to like select the right guys for test
Hmm.
match. You can't have a guy who's playing like what T20 matches and you're gonna select him for test matches.
Hmm.
Come on, right? He has never played a first class match, like,
Yeah. Or
right?
doesn't play first class cricket often enough.
Yeah, right. You're gonna make him be like, oh yeah, he's gonna score 300 for us? No way, right?
Hmm.
It's like so. That's why I say it. It's not that like okay, I want to see them do better,
Hmm.
right? But it's been a while since like they actually showed a team that you can be afraid of.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah, I tend to think this is like an issue like across formats. Like even if we look at like T20s,
yeah,
there's like that get the
a
best way I can say it is
decline,
like
right?
the getting out phobia, you know?
It's like
Yeah.
decline. It's like what after I feel like after 2009 they started declining.
Um, I mean, like 2022, they were a pretty good T20 side,
I
but
like
yeah,
I'm talking about test.
Test cricket,
Test.
yeah.
Yeah, test they declined like after that. After they stopped playing at UAE.
Hmm. I think when Visma Huck and Yunus Khan retired, I think
That's
that's
it.
when, yeah.
Yeah, but those are the guys that I'm talking about who are part of, the team which in Zamamul Haq and all those guys
Hmm.
played, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like after 2009, they didn't have really standout test batter.
I mean, even Azhar Ali was pretty good, but I think some of the others couldn't step up.
Yeah, it's like nobody actually got, what 50 plus average. Yeah, average wise, I'm like there might be on paper they might be good,
Hmm.
but when it comes to like how many matches you have won
Yeah.
or how many matches you actually made your team win.
Hmm.
I don't think there's any guys out there. Yeah, the two or three performers of Babar Azam you could think of, but other than that, I can't think of any.
Well, everything's going to take time. I mean, it'll be nice to see, more and more teams get better at Test cricket. I mean, I think South Africa set the tone this year, like to make Test cricket more competitive again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like what they're trying to do is like make sure everybody plays against everybody, and it will bring a lot of more entertainment for sure.
Hmm.
And that's what I. But for the Ashes, I still have 3-2.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Australia will win the second test match.
Hmm.
Okay. But like deep down, but I want England to actually win it. It just creates some more hype.
Yeah. Hmm.
It
I
makes it
mean, we
more
always
interesting.
live for competitive Test series all the
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
that's what I want to see.
Hmm.
And who do you think in Australia is gonna stand up?
I think it's going
Who
to be
you
Travis.
want?
It's going to be Travis Head again. I think he's going to play a big part as the series goes on.
Really?
Because
Not
I
Steve Smith?
because yeah, I'd say Steve Smith, but like I'd say like impact wise,
Oh yeah.
like to turn the game around.
I mean, he
Like
made a statement basically the first match.
yeah.
He made a statement saying like, "Oh well, try getting me out."
Hmm.
He's like, "I'm gonna change the game whenever I see it."
Hmm.
And he got opportunity to open and he took it.
Hmm.
Now
And
that'd be interesting,
I
right?
think Usman Khawaja will maybe make one big score at some point in the series, and then he'll bow out after game five. That's what I
Yeah,
think.
it could be. He probably, or maybe in third. I feel like he's gonna call it off in third test.
You think?
I think he's gonna call it off in third test. He has to, bro. He's 39.
Yeah.
Like he has to. It's like you call it off at home, right?
Hmm.
And you get a good send off.
Hmm.
It'll be great for your career.
That's true. Plus, he has a
More,
third kid on the way, so
yeah,
priorities. Yeah,
most Australians have done that at home.
yeah.
Like they ended their career at home.
I mean, David Warner did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So if
Hmm.
you want a great send off, which he deserves it, right? Has
Yeah.
done great for Australia, and and I feel like he should really hang up the boots and be like, I'm done.
Hmm.
And I was like, look, look to something else. Maybe golf. He actually likes golf.
Yeah. Yeah. That I think I saw that on Instagram. Yeah. He's.
Yes. Apparently, they say he was like playing golf before the first test match or something.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
That's
hey,
right.
that's Steve Smith said that's the way usually he prepares for any match.
Hmm.
So if he
So
has done that before too, you shouldn't be hard on the guy. You
yeah.
shouldn't criticize him. If this is the way everybody has their routine, right? Everybody,
Different strokes for different folks,
yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah.
So let the guy do what he wants
Hmm.
and criticize him on his performance.
Yeah.
Like, don't. I feel like when people get personal, you know, leave it, man. Come on.
Hmm.
Like, focus on the game. If he's not playing proper way or he's like struggling technique wise and stuff like that, yeah, criticize that. Be like, oh, look at him falling. His head is falling over. He's not scoring much. All that. Don't
Hmm.
don't be like, oh, because he was playing golf before the test match, and that's why he needs to go. No,
Yeah.
no. If he doesn't score runs, right?
Yeah.
Then say that he needs to go.
Right.
If he scores runs and he plays a very important role in your team, any player, right?
Hmm.
You should do the same. You should not criticize them on their private life.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
I feel like that's our thing, like in South Asia a lot more.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, like like fan abuse is the worst, right?
Oh, trust me, the stories that the older characters tell you about, like on there, if you ever listen to them, they're like, oh my god, these they. He was like, I remember Wasim Akram. He was telling me, not well, telling the on one of the interviews, he goes like, he was saying that I think it was a match against India they had, and he's like, when he was going out of his house, his mom is like, don't lose.
Hmm.
And then he's like, I went out, and then the person who's on the street, the security guard, he's telling me not to lose to India,
Hmm.
right? So he's
Yeah.
like, it's a lot of pressure. And he's like, and then when they lost the game in somewhere in to India in World Cup, and they couldn't go back home.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Like, they cursed them and everything, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think with that can be that can be a safe stopping point for this chat. I think
Oh
it's going to
yes,
be a very entertaining next four games that await us in the Ashes.
for sure.
I was gonna say, like, what are you most looking forward to, like, over the next few months of cricket?
Honestly, I'm like looking forward to World Cup. That's one.
Mhm,
Okay. Second, I'm trying to see some good fast bowlers come out. Like it's Joffer Archer. He's back in England
mhm.
team, and I'm looking forward to him performing and doing well. He's like one of my favorite
Yeah,
bowler. And other than that, honestly, just enjoy the game. That's it,
mhm.
right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Jofra Archer, it's nice to see him back. He had lots of injury layoffs, and I think he's now finally back at full tilt, and, yeah, I hope he can stay fit for the rest of the series,
Yeah,
because I think he'll be very impactful, to help England take 20 wickets game after game.
true that. I'm also looking forward to like seeing Shaheen how he goes with his
Mhm.
captaincy.
Oh, yeah, he's now ODI captain, so,
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that too. Seeing how he does, and I know he's good now. He's in form, kind of. In form with bowling.
mhm.
Like he's doing pretty well after he got injured and everything. So you see that old glimpse of Shaheen Shah Afridi,
Mhm.
and it's good to see.
Yeah.
So I'm looking
I mean, I
forward
think
to that.
the selectors have kind of messed with him by overplaying him, but I hope they I
Yeah,
hope they realize that you know his fitness is very important because he's statistically been one of Pakistan's best bowlers across formats.
yeah. I feel like, and then injury really, downplayed it. Like his performance has gone down after he got injured.
Yeah.
Like it's sad to see, but that's the truth.
Hmm.
Well, I
Well,
think we
I
should.
think the only way is up. I think for both India and Test cricket and now Pakistan across formats. I think it'll be the Tri-Series final. I think Pakistan are probably favorites there to win the game,
I
but
don't
we
think
shall
so. I
see.
think Sri Lanka, man.
I
Come
think.
on, the way they played last game. Oh man,
I mean,
I.
they came up a little short, but we shall see what happens.
But I have my money on Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Omer,
Um.
it was great to catch up. We
Same
can
here,
check in
man.
again. Like midway through the series, or maybe end of the Ashes.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. We'll look forward to doing this again, man.
yeah, definitely.
You know.
All right, Amir. Take care, man. It
All right,
was
take
great to
care, man.
chat. Yep.
Great chat.